day 78, and today it's Monday, so I'm a little bit tired from a very full day as I'm starting to launch my program, Safe to Be Me. And what I've been thinking a lot about in these last several years is how to reconcile this, me running a business and at the same time doing, what I'm called to do, what I feel is, my dharma, what I feel is my calling, what I feel I need to do and would do and have been doing whether I get paid for it or not. And as my videos on YouTube, I have for free, my daily posts on various social media are my contribution to the collective. And at the same time, I feel that one of the ways and one of the things that I am to learn in this lifetime is how, as a woman, as somebody who is following my inner calling, can I also make money from my gifts. I feel like this is an information that's sorely missing and is very much needed for many of us women because I remember when I just started, how to value my time, how to put a dollar amount on my gifts, how to put, a dollar amount on my pain and suffering and everything that I've gone through, the years and years of search, etc., etc. So it's an interesting exploration. It's interesting for me to notice how the tendency is, we were all raised in patriarchy. It's all about competition, pushing, selling, manipulating, all of that. And at the same time, how can I also market my services so that people who need them can be notified and can have access to my gifts, that I'm here. I feel that I've come into this life to provide. So it's been interesting. Luckily, the women that I've been working with are going through a similar process as me, and we all understand that nothing beautiful, nothing creative can come from pushing, that, for me to flow, for me to create content, for me to write about, write my articles, write about me, it needs to come from my heart. I cannot just, invent it. It needs to come from my heart, and if I'm not in rest or pleasure where my creativity flows, I'm just not going to be able to produce, So I'm very grateful to women who accompany me, who help me and support me, that they understand the process, and that sometimes, if something is just not coming out well, it's just not coming out, and we'll wait. So it's interesting, this confrontation between old way of doing things and new way of doing things is new to me as well. Just like in all relationships, I feel that I am in relationship with my gifts. I feel that I'm in relationship with money. I feel that I'm in relationship with my business, with my dharma. Obviously, I'm in relationship with my clients, besides all the other relationships that I'm in, in my private life. So it's interesting. This is the third time I'm launching the program, and it's a little bit more conscious, because the first time it was all just like energy. There was really no planning. I really had no idea what I was doing. I was just flying from inspiration from within. The second time was a little bit more thought out, in that I was a little bit more conscious of how the program was received by the first cohort, and I created the changes that I felt would improve their experience overall and allow them to integrate the material. So that was interesting. It was a little bit more thought out. And now, third time, I am really conscious of the way I am feeling as I am going into promoting it. And it feels so much more natural and organic now. I used to be very, very afraid. I used to almost feel like I'm going into an arena and like as if I'm a warrior going into the arena and fighting with the elements. And this time I really don't feel that anymore. I'm actually very grateful that I don't feel like I'm fighting the elements anymore. I feel that it's very organic. I feel that I'm here for this. I know that I'm supported by greater forces. And I also try to stay away from, attachment to a particular figure. How many people will I have in the group? All this stuff. So I try to follow my creativity. I try to flow as organically, as naturally with my inner inspiration as possible, but while keeping myself to a certain, committed dates and committed committed production of content and emails and everything that my team is expecting and my team is relying on and is here to support me during these hours and these days. So it's interesting. It's what's actually going on is I'm trying to run a business while in equal inequality of masculine and feminine energies. So coming out of patriarchal, conditioning, the way I used to work in corporate environment, it was all about delivery, numbers, competition, being the best, being the first, staying until, midnight or if not later to produce certain results by certain time. And I really don't work like that anymore. I'm very, very mindful of needing to rest, needing to nourish myself in every way that my body requires, whether it's rest, whether it's food. Just now, as soon as we finished what we wanted to do today, I went for a walk. I needed to really clear my head. So that's the new way to run business. And I'm just so grateful to learn this new way of living, of earning money, of being of service. It seems natural, it seems organic, and I'm just really grateful. And we'll see what happens this time. Every time is a little different. Every launch is a little different, and we'll see what happens. That's where I'm at today, and I'll see you tomorrow.